Shahed drones are falling out of Ukrainian skies, not being shot down, just dying mid-air. Russian operators are launching and watching their missions disappear before impact. Something is stopping them, silently, automatically, and it came from Japan. Every night, Russia sends waves of Shahed drones toward Ukrainian cities, cheap to build, easy to replace, designed to overwhelm. Ukraine was intercepting them with missiles costing 50 times more than the drone being destroyed. Every successful intercept drained Ukraine's defense budget further. This wasn't just an air campaign, it was financial warfare. Bleed Ukraine dry, wait for the collapse. The strategy was working, until it wasn't. Terra A1 didn't come from a Pentagon program or a NATO contract. It came from a small group of Japanese engineers who watched the war unfold and decided to build a solution. They founded HavaDrone. One mission, the most cost-effective drone interceptor on the planet. At a defense exhibition, Ukrainian representatives saw the prototype. No lengthy negotiations, no political delays. They recognized what it was immediately. A deal was made, and a startup became a frontline weapons supplier almost overnight. Pause on that for a moment. A volunteer-founded Japanese company, no government backing, no military contract, is now directly influencing the outcome of a land war in Eastern Europe. No flags, no press conferences, no headlines. Just engineers, a prototype, and a problem that needed solving. Sometimes the most powerful weapons don't come from governments, they come from people who simply refuse to look away. Terra A1 is a kinetic interceptor. It doesn't fire, it hunts. It identifies the Shahed's acoustic signature automatically, locks, tracks, engages. No human input required. One unit handles multiple targets per deployment. Swarms that once overwhelmed Ukrainian air defense are now being neutralized before reaching city limits. Russia's numerical advantage, the entire foundation of its aerial strategy, is producing diminishing results. And the system doing this costs a fraction of what it destroys. The cost equation has completely flipped. Ukraine now spends less intercepting a drone than Russia spends launching one. Multiple Terra A1 units deploy across cities simultaneously without draining defense budgets. Russia's strategy assumed defense would always cost more than attack. That assumption is now broken. In an aerial campaign that no longer works economically, cannot survive at scale. Russia isn't just losing drones over Ukraine, it is losing the financial logic its entire strategy was built on. Putin's invasion rested on one calculation: Ukraine collapses, the world moves on. Instead, every Russian drone launched pulled new partners into the conflict, accelerated faster innovation, and produced smarter defense systems. Russia's own aerial campaign generated the exact technology now defeating it. Putin didn't just fail to break Ukraine, he rewrote Japan's defense export policy, built the alliance network now working against him, and handed Ukraine a stronger defense ecosystem with every attack he ordered. The strategy designed to exhaust Ukraine armed it instead. Terra A1 is not the end of this story. It is the opening chapter of what comes next. More systems are being developed right now, each one a direct response to Russian pressure. Every attack Moscow launches accelerates the next generation of technology being built against it. Russia's aerial campaign did not exhaust Ukraine. It made Ukraine progressively harder to defeat. And somewhere in that irony is the clearest picture of how this war is actually being decided. Not on the front line, but in the innovation gap Russia created itself. This war is still moving. So are we. Stay with us, because what comes next will change how you see everything.